Welcome. So today we're going to talk about ratios. Ratios are written in two ways. One of the ratios is written with a colon between the two numbers. A 6 to 11 ratio. Whichever is listed first in the to section of the write-up, 6 to 11, that's what's listed before the colon. Then you put the colon and the second number is listed after it. That's how you write the ratio. The other way you can write a ratio is written as a fraction, a 7 to 4 ratio. The 7, the first number goes on the top of the fraction, the second on the bottom. So now we have, this is part of a recipe for slime, and 2 4-ounce bottles of Elmer's glue and 3 tablespoons of saline solution. So to set up this ratio, because recipes are nothing more than a big ratio, how many ounces do we have? We have 8 ounces, 2 times 4. And there's 3 tablespoons. And you could even label that ounces and tablespoons, not teaspoons, tablespoons. I think it's TB for tablespoons. And you could label it like that so that you were sure you knew what it was that was being compared. Now, if you do happen to have something where it's different units, but they can be converted to the other unit, typically they actually want you to convert it to the other unit, like years and months. So if your years compared to months, you would usually use the single unit, but if you wrote like 3 years to 20 months, and you wrote out years and months, then, or abbreviated it, then at least everybody knows what you're talking about. Write the ratio that makes sure, and then make sure it's in simplest form. So 75 miles in 20 minutes. 75 to 20, and now we're going to reduce this fraction, this ratio fraction, to simplest form. So 5 goes into 75 15 times and into 24 times. Now you could say miles per minute, and then everybody knows what you're talking about, but it's 15 to 4. Are they equivalent? Some of the best ways to determine if they're equivalent is to reduce the fraction, and if the two fractions reduce to the same fraction, simplest form, then they are equivalent. So this one I can reduce the top and bottom by 3, giving me 4 over 5. In this one, it reduces top and bottom by 2, again 4 over 5. So yes, they are equivalent. All right, give that one a try. When you unpause, I'll go through it with you. All right, in this one, the top and bottom can reduce by 4, giving you 6 over 11. This one, top and bottom, reduces by 3, giving you 6 over 11. So yes, they are equivalent. The other way you can do it is you can set it up as a proportion, which is what we're going to go over tomorrow. 12 over 15 equals 8 over 10, and then you can cross multiply, and if the two sides are equal, then they're equivalent. So 120 equals 120. All right. Last one. What is the ratio of pigs to cows if there are 72 cows and 18 pigs? Well, it turns out on the MCAS test, they love to throw things like this in this way at students. And one of the reasons why they love to do it is they like to see whether you're really paying attention to which one was listed first. This is pigs to cows, but they list cows first in the information. Not in the way they set up the ratio, but in the information. So when you set up your ratio, you have to put the number of pigs on top and the number of cows on bottom. That is the correct way to set up this ratio. And if you really want pigs to cows, you could do that. Now, reducing this, most people would reduce this by 9 because they can easily see 9 goes into both. But it turns out 18 actually fits into both 1 and 4. But if you did 9 and you got 2 over 8, you could reduce it further to 1 over 4. And that's all we have for today.